All right, this is for Algebra 1. We are solving systems of inequalities today. Yesterday, we only focused on solving or showing the solutions to one inequality. Now you have two inequalities. Just like system of equations, you have certain numbers that work for both equations. Well, with inequalities, you have certain numbers that we're looking for that will work with both. So we're going to graph it just like we graphed yesterday, but then you're going to see something. So this is our example. Again, the first thing that we do is we see if it's in slope-intercept form, and we're going to graph this line. So our y-intercept is -2. Our slope is a -1, so I know I'm going to be going downhill. So I can go up 1, over 1, and if I don't want to go every single corner, I can go up 2, over 2. Okay? Now, then it's this way. Now, before I connect this, I want to double check, and that is an equal sign. That equal sign means it is a solid line. So this is going to be a solid line. And then I'm going to go ahead and shade the solution to that inequality. So again, 0, 0 is the point that you want to test. When you test 0, 0, that helps us determine if it's a solution or not. So I put in a 0 for y and a 0 for x. Is 0 less than or equal to a -2? Well, is that true or false? Well, 0 is not less than -2, so that's false. So 0, 0 is not a solution for that first inequality. So that's not a solution, so I'm going to shade. Now, I'm going to give you a tip. Shade lightly on this first one. So shade lightly. Now, we have a second equation. Now we have to graph that equation. So we're going to graph at 2, +2, and the slope is -5. So I know I'm going to be going downhill. I'm going to go, I can't go up 5, but I can go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1. I can't go down 5 anymore. Again, I'm going to look to see solid or dash. It's going to be a solid line. So I'm going to connect those. Now I need to see what the solutions to this one. So if I put in 0, 0, 0 for y and 0 for x, that term goes away. 0 is greater than or equal to 2. That's what that's saying. So you're saying is 0 greater than or equal to 2? No, that's false. So 0, 0 is not a solution for this line here. So I do not want to shade this way. I want to shade this way. Now what's going to happen, if you notice, as you shade that entire thing, where does it overlap? Where did the shading from this one and where did the shading from that one overlap? Right here. That shading right there overlapped. And that's what you're looking for. Out of this whole entire grid, the only solutions that these two inequalities have in common are right here. So that part needs to be darker. Those are the ordered pairs that will make both of those solutions true. Okay? So that's what you're going to do here. You're going to be graphing, shade kind of lightly, and then when the overlaps, shade that darker. So I know that's your solution set. So all of these, watch your ones that have x equals. Pay attention to what your line's going to be. Is that going to be horizontal or vertical? These are all in slope-intercept form. Then on the back of yours, slope-intercept, slope-intercept. There are some that are not. So either graph it by the intercepts or put them in slope-intercept form, slope-intercept form, slope-intercept form. Okay, so it'll be interesting to see what happens down here. I specifically picked these two equations for a reason, so or these two inequalities. So that's what you're doing. So this is a two-part video. That is your first part. You solve those. The second video is how to set up word problems. So do this first, and once you're done with that, then you'll watch the video on how to set up the word problems.